not gonna get to play at all.
You gotta go fast. Real fast. I wanna go fast. 5 or 6 hours.
Jesus, I just want to play.
California girls. Yo, shut up. I believe in you. You will be on time.
Oh, it's so slow.
fuck? You think we order mad?
Why do you sit
Did
so
you guys
low?
fuck with the set?
No. What do you mean?
It feels different than it did earlier.
Very demure.
Are we changing
What is
the
this here?
set, bro? I just want to play. I forgot. It's okay. I think that is
Act like you know you're doing. Act like you know you're saying like.
Dude, this keeps moving.
I know.
Making me so mad. It went all the way over here in the first in Jutsu, dude. It pissed me off. I was like, great, now I get to deal with this shit.
Yeah. That's what we're doing right now. Me and this Tom had just had a little fight. I came out victorious.
Oh no. Why is it so slow? is so bad. Pomp and circumstance.
Get off, it ain't stairs.
You don't need the fucking stairs.
What do? Do we salute?
Yeah, no, it's still look pretty. Still look pretty.
Please welcome the class of 2025. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2025. Please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of the national anthem performed by the Estacada High School Concert Choir under the direction of Mr. Rendell Frunk. Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening. Welcome, friends, families, and most importantly, the 2025 Estacada High School graduates. My name is Leah Rydell, and I'm honored to serve as principal at Estacada High School. Class of 2025, I am honored to stand before you today to congratulate you on this milestone achievement, your high school graduation, and encourage you as you take the next steps on your path. Tonight, I am joined on the stage by the Estacada School District Executive Board of Directors and Superintendent Dr. Ryan Carpenter. On behalf of the faculty and students of Estacada High School, please accept our sincere gratitude and appreciation for your service to our community and for supporting us in the endeavor for Estacada High School to be a leading academic institution for learning. Thank you. Today is a day to celebrate your accomplishments and look toward your future. As I consider the many strengths of your graduating class, supportive and encouraging come to mind. Throughout high school, you were there for each other when it mattered most. You've persevered through a global pandemic, overcome obstacles, achieved significant goals, celebrated successes, and strived to achieve high levels of learning right through the last moments inside the halls of our school. And through it all, demonstrated resilience and care for each other. Class of 2025, remember how you lifted each other up. Tonight, we not only get to celebrate your high school graduation, but we get to recognize the next steps in your life's journey. Among the graduates today are some entering the armed forces, trade schools, 2- and 4-year colleges and universities, some pursuing apprenticeships and internships, entering the workforce, exploring the world, and still deciding what comes next. Please give a quick round of applause for our graduates. To the parents, guardians, and family members who have dedicated your hearts and lives to supporting the success of these graduates, thank you. You provided love, patience, and support as your students encountered challenges and celebrated successes. It has been an honor partnering with you on this journey. Graduates, please give a round of applause to your parents, guardians, and families. To our dedicated staff for your unwavering commitment to student learning and achievement from kindergarten through 12th grade, thank you. On behalf of the graduating class of 2025, thank you to all the staff of the Estacada School District for the time you have dedicated to our students. Class of 2025, as you take the next step on your path, I encourage you to remember these things. First, approach each day as a new start. As you already have, you will experience days of great success and others that provide challenges. Celebrate the successes with those you care about, and also try to reframe your thinking about the challenges. Try to view them as inspiration to learn more, adapt, and push closer to your goals. Seek out those in life who will positively support you on your journey. Continue to pursue those interests and dreams that drive you. Embrace change, be lifelong learners, and move forward with purpose. From time to time, put your phones down, go outside and explore, play a game with friends. Time moves quickly after graduation. Spend some of it genuinely engaging with family and friends in real life. You will forever value the time you spend with those you care about. Finally, as a fellow Ranger graduate myself, wherever your path leads you, always be proud of where you came from. Your commitment to encourage and support each other and all that you have learned here matter as you bring those qualities to the world around you. Be proud of who you are. The world needs your voice, your creativity, and your vision. Your shared experience over the past 4 years at EHS has prepared you for this day. You deserve to celebrate. As you leave here today, remember, Estacada will always be home, and everyone here today will be cheering you on. I am proud to stand here to congratulate and welcome you to the next step of your journey. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now, I'd like to introduce your ASB president, Colton Lucas.
Hello. All right. The shortest route was the detour. It was the detour that was our shortest route. We tried finding the quickest path to the end, and we couldn't do it alone, not one of us. Let me say thank you to all the parents and staff who helped us on this journey, clearing pathways, scouting ahead for our safe passage. And for myself, I must thank all of my teachers and my family. Thank you, Mr. Mellema. Thank you, Mr. Mellema, for making me appreciate literature and showing me a whole new path I would have never thought of looking down. And thank you, Mr. Shaman and Ms. Boatman, for inspiring me to go down the path of teaching so I can help others build a path to their future. And for my father, thank you for helping me take my first step on a long road. I wouldn't know how to run if you didn't teach me how to walk. Finally, thank you to all of my peers. While the fork in the road may divide us, we are all still connected by the same starting line we took off on. It has been a great ride with all of you. It's truly been a long, roundabout path. Let's go home, class of 2025. All right. Now I'd like to introduce the Salutatorian, Dylan Park.
Good evening, everyone. I have to say, I have been procrastinating this speech for a few weeks because I feel like once I write it, I'll realize that I am graduating. All of us are graduating. Once we all walk across the stage and shake our teachers' hands, we will be starting the rest of our lives. Some of us will head to college, and some of us will head to trade school, some of us will go into apprenticeships, and some of us have no plan at all. Once we all leave here, I probably will never see most of you again. This fact does not change that many of you have left a lasting impact on me. I am the person I am today due to the support of so many of you. I have so many amazing people in my life. My best friend of 13 years has been by my side through all the challenges of being a teenager, and has always been just one phone call away. Thank you for listening to all my problems and worries, always. For her, I will forever be grateful. A huge thank you to the coolest choir director I could have ever asked for. These past 4 years I've spent learning from you have brought so many memories, and you pushing me to step out of my comfort zone has helped build the confidence that has me standing in front of you today. Another thank you to the people that have made choir amazing throughout the years. Without you, I wouldn't have smiled and laughed my way through high school as much as I did. Another huge thank you to my forever supportive parents. I wouldn't be speaking in front of you today if it weren't for my mom. She's the strongest woman I know and has taught me that with hard work and consistency, you can accomplish anything you want. Thank you to my dad for being my #1 fan and biggest supporter in everything I've done. Thank you to the both of them for sitting through countless hours of games and performances and still managing to have the biggest smiles on their faces at the end. Everyone has someone who has supported them through it all. Every last one of us has a support system. As the class of 2025 graduates tonight, I want to leave us all with one thought. Where would we be right now if we didn't have our support system? Aren't we so lucky to have people in our lives to pick us up when we're down? As I graduate tonight, I am so incredibly grateful. Thank you, everyone, and I hope that you all have someone to be grateful for as well. Now I'd like to introduce Salutatorian Logan Trujillo.
As a kid, I was always told that I needed to enjoy my time and do as many kid things as I could before I grew up. I was told that being an adult isn't as fun as being a kid, and that my high school years would go by quickly. These were always words I would acknowledge but never really believe in, because those are just things adults say, right? I'd respond with, "Oh yeah, sure," or "Yep, I know." They won't actually apply to me. But as it turns out, going through the last bit of my final year of high school, I learned it actually does apply to me. I found myself wondering where all the time went as months passed and what felt like no time at all. It's easy to look back at all this time and find regrets, decisions I made or did not make. Maybe I said something I didn't mean or should have taken a chance and didn't. But I don't want to talk about regrets, and I'm sure you don't want to hear about them. So I'm going to talk about all the reasons I had to be grateful instead. I'm grateful for my family, who encouraged and helped me to be the best student I could be, even though sometimes I didn't want to. Not only did they help me be a good student, but I hope a good person as well. I'm grateful for my teachers, who showed me how to learn, but more importantly, how to enjoy learning. I'm grateful for my coaches, for helping me discover and enjoy all kinds of sports, games, and events, and teaching me to succeed in them. I'm grateful for my friends, who taught me that I could be doing anything at all, from the wildest and most exhilarating to the most boring and mundane things, but with the right people, I could enjoy it. I am grateful for the people I met as I was growing up, who offered advice and taught me all sorts of things, like a friend who taught me how to work on my car, or a mentor who taught me how to rock climb. All these people helped shape who I am today, and I'm grateful for them and the impact they have had on my life. On top of it all, I am grateful to be graduating here today and begin the next chapter in my life, and I'm sure a lot of the other people sitting here today feel the same. It's exciting to move on and start something new, to change our lives in ways that we get to choose. You know, if I gave this speech yesterday, it would have ended here, with me asking everyone to be grateful for what they have. But I was laying in bed last night and felt like I didn't say everything I wanted to say, so here I am. I was thinking about everyone here graduating and going into all sorts of jobs, careers, and occupations, and I wondered, how important is loving what you do? Could I go to a school for a job I don't necessarily love, but that I will be successful in and be able to provide for a family in? As I thought about these kind of questions and asked them to myself, I figured out that my life is lived on joy, not on money. Everything I've chosen in my life was with the end goal of having joy, and my future should not be any different. So I guess that's my second piece of advice to everyone sitting here today. focus on the things that bring you joy over the things that you feel you must do. It's interesting to look at yourself and ask, how much of the things I spend my time with bring me joy? And see what you find out. Don't get me wrong, not everything will bring you joy. Life's not going to be all happy experiences. But if the majority of your choices bring you joy, you'll have a good life. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Valedictorian Abby Berman.
Good evening, everyone. I've written this speech more times than I can count, because how do you sum up 13 years, over 12,060 classovers, over 3,000 hours of sports, and everything in between, in just a few minutes? And yes, I did the math. The truth is, you can't. But tonight, I'll do my best to speak from the heart, because this moment matters, and the people who got me here matter even more. People ask, when will I know I'm ready? The truth is, you won't. Readiness isn't a feeling, it's a choice, a leap of faith. You take it not because you're sure, but because you refuse to settle. That's what I've learned over these last 13 years. Not just from textbooks or essays, but from moments when I was overwhelmed, unsure, or afraid, and chose to show up anyway. From early morning practices, late night studying, hard conversations, and quiet victories no one else saw, these are the moments that shaped me, and all of us here today. To my parents and brother, thank you. Thank you for seeing through every 5-hour-long track meet, rain or shine, just to cheer me on for 30 seconds at a time. Your patience, love, and quiet support means more than I can put into words. I wouldn't be here without you today. I also want to thank Estacada School District for giving me the opportunity to not only graduate with a high school diploma, but with an associate's degree. That opportunity has changed my path and opened doors I never imagined, and I'm deeply grateful for the investments the district and our community have made in mine and my classmates' future. We live in a world that always wants to know why we made the choices we did, why we care about what we care about. But I've realized there is no greater waste of time than justifying your actions to people who don't want the kind of life you're trying to build. To chase something meaningful, you have to make sacrifices. You have to say no to things that might not look fun at the moment, so you can say yes to bigger things later. Now, that doesn't mean you're missing out. It just means your priorities and goals are different, and that's okay. That's growth. This moment isn't about being finished. It's about being brave enough to begin something new. Even if you're scared, even if you don't have all the answers, because the truth is, none of us do. But we've made it this far. We've proven we can adapt, persist, and grow. If we can continue to do that, we can take the next step, whatever that looks like for each of us, with intention and courage. To the class of 2025, we might not feel ready, but we're choosing to leap anyways. I trust that God will guide each of us where we're meant to go. Thank you. Now, I'd like to introduce Valedictorian Rachel Marinick.
Good evening, everyone. I'm still in a little bit of disbelief that we're actually here. Back when I was a freshman, I watched the Valedictorian walk across the stage, all decked out in fancy cords and shiny medals, and I said, that's gonna be me someday. What I didn't realize was just how many late nights, near meltdowns, and concerning amounts of caffeine it would actually take. There was one time in particular where I almost gave up on that goal. It was my first term as a dual-enrolled student, and I was taking a class that quite literally had 90 assignments a week. I remember calling my mom saying, I really don't think I can do this. But as moms do best, she told me exactly what I needed to hear, to push through and that I could do it. As I stand here today, there's no way I could have made it this far without the support of my family. Mom and Dad, you've always been by my side through everything. Seriously, you never missed one of my games or school events. If there was an event happening, you were there, even if it was boring or we were losing by 40. I still don't know how you did it, but your support has meant the world to me, and I know it's a big reason of why I'm standing here today. And Grandma, you're truly my rock, but I've got to admit it, you're a bit crazy. And that's exactly why I love you. You brighten up every room you walk into and somehow turn any situation into an adventure. You've taught me to embrace the unexpected and find humor in every moment, and I wouldn't trade you for the world. Mom, Dad, and Grandma, honestly, you should probably be up here getting some cords and medals for surviving my high school years. But truly, thank you for everything. If I grow even to a fraction of the people you are, I know I'll be doing something right. And finally, to the class of 2025, we did it. After all the tests, the stress, and very rough early mornings, we did it. And I can't wait to see where life takes all of us, whether it's chasing big dreams, starting new adventures, or just figuring out how to do taxes. Whatever it is, I know we'll be able to handle it. Here's to the future, class 25.
I would now like to introduce the Estacada High School Concert Choir under the direction of Mr. Rendell Frunk. The class of 2025 had the opportunity to select a faculty member to speak tonight. Mr. Shaman serves Estacada High School as a social studies teacher. Please welcome Mr. David Shainman.
Wow, that's a tough act to follow. Well, ahoy! Welcome, everyone. Thanks to the class of 2025, and congrats. Believe it or not, but I graduated 35 years ago. So my diploma is old enough to be your parent in kind of a Gilmore Girls kind of way. I'd like to leave you with one last history lesson and some advice. The year was 2007, and most of the class of 2025 was just born. Bush was finishing his second term, and we had our first female Speaker of the House. Apple introduced a future plague on classrooms across the USA called the iPhone. The Colts won the Super Bowl over the Bears, and the Blazers drafted Greg Oden instead of Kevin Durant. Ouch, that still stings. All right, Beyonce had the #1 song with Irreplaceable, and Rihanna had the #2 song with Umbrella. Probably a little more my speed, Radiohead released In Rainbows. Spider-Man 3 was a top-grossing film with Tobey Maguire, the best Spider-Man, of course. One of the most haunting movies of all time, based on a book, of course, No Country for Old Men was released. And sadly, 2 icons in my journey through life, Evel Knievel and Kurt Vonnegut Jr. died. So it goes. Closer to home in the hallowed halls of EHS, Mr. Erickson and I were starting our first full year at the high school, but not our first year in education. We joined our esteemed colleagues, Mr. Kirchhoffer, Mr. Frunk, Mr. Christiansen, Ms. Packard, Mr. Mellema, Senor Pedrazaguing. Meanwhile, Ms. Collins, Mr. Burns, and Mr. Young were in high school. Back in the day when I was a teenager, I was a big fan of David Letterman, who did The Late Show, and he was famous for his top 10 lists. So with that in mind, I present to you my top 10 pieces of advice. Well, sorry, make that 5 in the interest of time. But if you want to see the full list, you can subscribe to my website, davidshainman.com, for the low, low price of $9.99 a month or $12.99 a month for no ads. All right, here we go. Number 5, pay it forward. We've invested a lot of time, sweat, and energy into your education. Countless hours have been spent trying to figure out how to penetrate the cell phone-induced fugue state of your brains to teach you valuable skills and facts that don't fit nicely into the 30-second dopamine blasts of a tick-tockety clip. Individual success and accolades are great, but remember the community network that helped to put you in the position to be successful. And remember Dr. King's existential crisis-inducing statement that life's most urgent question is, what are you doing for others? All right, number 4. At the risk of sounding like Sarah Connor, be cautious with technology, especially AI. What makes us interesting human individuals is our capacity to think, to wonder, to create, and to feel genuine emotions. Hopefully it's not too late, but we don't want to become cookie-cutter people with all the same manufactured views and ideas. All right, number 3, please spell words correctly. It's I after E except after C. If you have too much of something, then you have 2 O's. If you lose something, well then lose an O. If you're not sure if you're eating dessert or going to the desert, well remember, a strawberry sundae can make a nice treat. All right, number 2, find a partner who can make you laugh. There will be moments when life will be hard, harder than you could have ever imagined. And earmuffs to my beloved admin, but even the best jobs can become a monotonous grind. Life will throw you unexpected curveballs, and having a supportive partner who can make you laugh is everything. All right, number 1, never underestimate the power of individuals. We studied a lot of impressive figures in history, but they didn't start out that way. Even Martin Luther King Jr. had a low approval rating in the 1960s, and now he's one of the most revered people in history. So with that in mind, I'd like to leave you with a quote from Robert F. Kennedy Sr., brother of John F. Kennedy. All right. Few will have the greatness to bend history, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events. Each time a person stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, they send forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance. So get out there and start making some ripples. All right, congrats again, 2025, and good luck.
It's now time for the presentation of diplomas. Ms. Jordan Collins and Ms. Laura Pedraza-Guing will soon be introducing our graduates. Thank you for your patience and respect as we announce each student by name so their family may share in their accomplishment.
Rachel Marinick. Abby Berman. Austin Ireland. Tyler Ray Ferguson. Benson Trujillo. Logan Trujillo. Colton Lucas. Rio Bogart. Dylan Park. Aaliyah Wagner. Haley McDonald. Izzy Bowl. Megan Kendig. Logan Ackerman. Tayson Trujillo.
Eduardo Gabriel Garcia. Carissa Curtis. Nicole Morse. Skylin Dwiggins. Peyton Woods. Lily Mendoza Paz. Emma Mollick. Nevea Valencia. Alyssa Adcock.
Gracie Schneider.
Cole Carver. Yep. Jayla Fitch. Spencer Vidito. Riker Gilbert LeBlanc.
Tristan Gibler. Christopher Tom. Logan Powell. Connor Glasser. Lincoln Rathmanner. Chase Palmieri. Will Olson. Joss Smithson. Carson Randall. Logan Randall.
Connor Abbott. Aitana Tormo Plancha. Emma Clerico. Inez Lavandera Galan. Inez Basolo Castielli. Alexia Piñol Macia. Ulia Schween. Merle Muhlauer. Nor Schockert. Antonio Cranehi. Isaac Church.
Julius Riebenag Machang. Denise Kimaya Hicks. Irvin Hernandez. Rafael Mendoza Gonzalez. Joshua Teo Martinez. Henry Kamal. Brandon Sanchez. Destiny Ibarra.
Chloe Cooper. Madeline Clements. Samantha Estep. Thomas Breakall. Isaac Brown. Jaden Jacobin Amons. Sage Cox.
Lorian Nichols. Jimena Martinez.
Karina Richards.
Emma Remiski. Johnny Cruz. Cynthia Navarro. Ashira Cárdenas. Hermione Garcia Franco.
Ethan DeShirlia. Lily Rachel Miles. Trenton Isaac Roth.
Sunny Shaver.
Andrea Camara Mukul. Luis Teo Hernandez. Gabriel Walton. Skylar Lee. Nathaniel Dodd. Malachi Alcutt. Vincent Williams.
Bryken Kent.
Elena Hernandez. Juven Tran Nguyen. Angel Gonzalez Mendoza.
Lily Elizabeth Horn. Kennedy Reese. Caitlin Moniz. Lucas Clark. Kira Sears. Skyly Kyle. Mason de la Cerda. Mattis Lur. Joseph Hoffman. Corbin Baker.
Eustace Pfeiffer. Naravit Kaimawong. Cherish Wishnowski. Dominic DeFrancisco. Noah Hughes. Ashton DeHaven.
Frank Richards. William Yeager. Wesley DeBoard. Sebastian Grange. Caden Whitlock. Elliot Coyle. Chloe Betts. Adriana Garcia León.
Muriel Bussey. Becca Slaughter. Elijah Maxwell. Kira May.
Thomas Seal.
Joseph Romero. Jaden Portine.
It's now my honor to introduce Superintendent Dr. Ryan Carpenter.
As we conclude, I just want to remind everybody in the audience, as soon as we conclude, there will be some very loud noises, so please be prepared. Could the class of 2025 please rise? By the authority of the Oregon Department of Education and the Estacada School District Executive Board of Directors, I declare that you have successfully completed all graduation requirements to earn an Oregon high school diploma. It is now time for the removing of the tassels. Please do so. Ladies and gentlemen of the Estacada community, may I be the first to present the class of 2025.
Thank you.